March 1997. Los Angeles, a city still grieving one rap icon, was about to lose another. A black SUV waits at a red light. Music playing. Conversations mid-sentence. Then, headlights pull up beside them. For shots. 15 seconds. And hip-hop would never be the same again. Christopher Wallace, known to the world as the Notorious B.I.G, was pronounced dead at 1:15 a.m. He was 24 years old. No arrests. No convictions. Nearly 3 decades later, the question still refuses to die. Who really killed Biggie Smalls? Tonight, we uncover the night the music stopped. The night the music stopped. March 8, 1997. Los Angeles was alive with flashing lights, camera crews, and industry power players gathering at the Peterson Automotive Museum for a Vibe magazine afterparty. Inside the venue, Christopher Wallace, the world knew him as the Notorious B.I.G, moved confidently through the crowd, laughing, networking, rebuilding momentum after months of tension in hip-hop. Just 6 months earlier, Tupac Shakur had been killed in Las Vegas, and the entire rap industry was on edge. Biggie had recently relocated to Los Angeles temporarily to distance himself from East Coast, West Coast hostility, and to focus on launching his upcoming double album. That night felt important, not dangerous. Around 12:30 a.m., he left the party in a dark GMC Suburban as part of a small convoy. Traffic on Wilshire Boulevard slowed them down. At approximately 12:45 a.m., the SUV stopped at a red light. Witnesses later described a dark Chevrolet Impala pulling up beside the passenger side. The driver appeared calm, focused, almost patient. Then suddenly, multiple gunshots shattered the silence. 4 bullets struck Biggie. Chaos erupted. His entourage rushed him to Cedars-Sinai Medical Center within minutes. Doctors attempted emergency surgery, but at 1:15 a.m., Christopher Wallace was pronounced dead. He was 24 years old. Within less than 15 minutes, one of the most dominant voices in hip-hop had been silenced. The shooter disappeared into the Los Angeles night. No immediate arrests were made. And just like that, history turned into mystery. From Brooklyn corners to global icon. Christopher Wallace was born on May 21, 1972, in Brooklyn, New York, and raised by his Jamaican mother in Bedford-Stuyvesant after his father left when he was a toddler. Growing up in a neighborhood deeply affected by crime and economic struggle, he excelled academically at first, but later dropped out of school and became involved in drug dealing during his teenage years. Even then, he possessed an extraordinary gift: storytelling. His rhymes were vivid, detailed, brutally honest. A demo tape recorded in 1991 eventually reached Sean "Puff Daddy" Combs, who was then building his own label after leaving Uptown Records. Recognizing raw greatness, Puff Daddy signed Biggie to Bad Boy Records. In 1994, Biggie released Ready to Die, an album that not only revitalized New York's rap scene, but changed mainstream hip-hop forever. Tracks like Juicy documented his transformation from poverty to fame, while Big Papa and One More Chance showcased charisma and radio dominance. Critics praised his flow control, breath control, and cinematic lyricism. By 1995 and 1996, Biggie was no longer just a rapper. He was the face of East Coast hip-hop. But with rising fame came increasing tension. Interviews were dissected. Lyrics were interpreted as threats. And slowly, a rivalry that began as competition became something darker. But this was only the beginning. The night Biggie was killed raised more questions than answers. Who was in that Chevy Impala? Why were there no immediate arrests? And was this really just gang retaliation, or something much bigger? In Part 2, we dive into the investigation, the suspects, the controversy, and the theories that still divide hip-hop today. Because the truth behind Biggie's murder is far from simple.